Our final presenter of the night, Vincent Quaranto. He is a professional photographer and professional roller skater, with a passion for San Antonio's big city culture and connected small town vibe. He has a unique background in roller skating, which is the result of his family's rich history in the sport. I may never read that sentence again. Since 1959, his family has opened and operates a number of local rinks, several of which, if you grew up here in San Antonio, may have gone to as a child. The history of community connection fuels his respect for the ways a business can bring meaningful value to people's lives. However, the fun of being a professional skater accounts for only one facet of his professional life. The rest of his time is spent as a visual artist and storyteller. With his adventurous spirit and sincere curiosity, it is not uncommon to see him out skating the streets, cameras in hand, connecting with and capturing the stories and beauty of San Antonio. You've seen him all over the interwebs. Ladies and gentlemen, Vincent Quaranto!
Good evening. Woo. Good evening, everybody. Before I start, I was challenged to do something, and I have to do it. So, and I don't know that I'll ever have a chance to do this again. I'm on skates at the Empire Theater, and I'm going to moonwalk. That said, that bucket list item firmly checked off. Well, I am so excited to be here tonight at the Empire Theater. I am so excited to see all of you out there, and I am so excited to share this story with you. So, with that, let us do this. Well, my name is Vincent, as you have found out, and I am a visual artist and storyteller. Professionally speaking, that makes me a photographer and filmmaker. I'm also a professional skater, which explains why I have these skates on. That, however, doesn't explain the awkward selfie on the screen right now. Tonight, I'm sharing with you the story of skating in San Antonio. Most of you may not realize that San Antonio has had a rich history of roller skating that has spanned 58 years. It all started with one young couple, their passion for the sport. That young couple was my grandparents, Carl and Velma. They met at a young age, fell deeply in love, ran off, got married without telling anyone, and stayed married for 57 years. During that time, they had 4 children and lived a very happy, happy life. I once heard somebody say, small opportunities are often the beginning of great achievements. Well, the measure of great is relative. And when I look at what my grandparents created together, well, they created great things when they came to San Antonio as roller skating instructors. And that is what the rollercade used to look like. They came to San Antonio to teach the style of roller skating that you'd most likely recognize as ice skating in the Olympics. They built a club of skaters that went on to produce many national and world champions. They were passionate and gifted. My grandparents had 4 girls, with their eldest being my mom. She competed, became a coach, and is currently not here in China at the World Roller Skating Championships. All of the sisters still carry the torch, though, and are all owners and operators of 4 of our local rinks here. I was lucky. I was raised in a way that valued connection and family first. I was 8 when my sister was born. I remember this time fondly. She's now grown into a beautifully strong woman and is taking charge as leader of the family business. And I am so excited to see where she will take this. When my daughter was born in the little blue dress, I got to relive so many of those younger years. By the way, that's my aunt, Gracie, who is teaching her that beautiful move. I've loved watching the way the family has coached her in the ways of our world. It's really been an education in passion and entrepreneurship. So really, why does any of this matter? Why are we talking about a roller skating rink as an important place for the community? Well, based on my experience, they're a place for families to experience healthy, fun entertainment. Just imagine, there are actually cities that don't have any roller skating rinks. Yuck. They're also places for important teachable moments. They provide us opportunity, provided me the opportunity with my little girl when she was skating. She fell, it hurt, there were tears. This went on for a while. That ultimately stopped when I told her to look around and to look at what the other people were doing when they fell, kids and adults alike, how they handled their fear, their pain. Their tears became a second choice to laughter. What a wonderful moment and thing to teach. Ultimately, if you can lace up your skates and stand up, you can become a part of the fun. Skating is a joyful and sometimes fear-inducing activity. To skate across an old wood floor is a magical experience. The music, which every generation has their own tune, the lights, the energy, it's a powerful combination. It's a celebration of movement. So recently I've taken to skating outdoors. I've been gliding through our city, and it's been such a cool experience. I've been overwhelmed by the people that see my skates and then can't wait to share with me their skating story. More often than not, their stories involve my family, which is just such a wonderful thing to experience. Sometimes I run into folks by chance, like this fella here. He's a skater that started off in our rink as a young kid. And it's a fantastic reminder of our wonderful small-town vibe. It's a vibe that keeps us all connected and thriving as a community. It's a vibe that makes me proud to be a San Antonian. So that guy in the previous slide, his name is Fonz. He grew up to be a salon owner. And he is, as an adult, still such a fan of skating that he invites his whole community and his clients out to an annual Christmas party. It is wonderful to see how my family's passion has inspired the passion in others. So, this is me in high school. And I've got to say, I'm so thankful that social media didn't exist in my day. If it did, I'm sure I would have looked a whole lot less cool than I felt as an artistic roller skater. But I was lucky. My family, they taught me how to dance. And my family, they taught me the real value of being an entrepreneur. They lived their passion and created a world of joy for others to enjoy. They shaped what I see as a life well lived. Be brave, be bold, be of service. In my own work, I can't ignore the influence of my history. In the words of Albert Einstein, strive to be not a success, but rather a value. If you do that well, almost everything else takes care of itself. So my family's business, though, is not alone in enriching the community. There are places like Kitty Park and the Museum. They're run by passionate people like Meredith, who's in the audience, and so many others. These are the businesses that make our town, they make San Antonio a better place to live. Lastly, I want to give a special thank you to my grandmother, who is still with us. She just had her 88th birthday. She's actually here this evening. And she has always radiated love and compassion. She's always rooted for the underdog and just been the most wonderful part of our life. Thank you, everybody.
This is the grandma PechaKucha. Where's your grandma?
It
Where
is.
she?
My grandmother's right here.
Right there.
And prior,
there she is.
yeah,
Yes.
Charlie and I didn't collaborate at all on this. Synchronicity of the moment in the evening. The grandmothers just shook hands. Connection was made. Mine's 88, his is 86, though. Am I right?
That's very cool. I grew up in San Antonio, and I went to some of y'all's roller rinks. I remember going around the oval, and you had the video screens at both ends. In my era, it was like Michael Jackson Thriller, We're Not Gonna Take It by Twisted Sister. I mean, this was a whole thing. I mean, let me ask you, like, to what extent does nostalgia, after all, play a huge part in your business? Because I remember the smell of these places. I remember the little party rooms to the side. I remember, frankly, the smell of all the skates on the rack. All right, I'll say it.
Yeah, that's real. I've estimated that
That
at one of our
spray?
one of our rinks is probably, conservatively speaking, had about 1.5 million people skate on the floor, and that's over 58 years, and it's an amazing thing. Yes, there is nostalgia. There is an amazing sense of history. Each of these seasons that we have in our culture, the 70s, of course, being a very notable one. But, in the 80s, we've seen a real resurgence of 80s music and 80s neon culture. And, so many of those songs and tunes and those things, they come back around. And
so do you use that to reach out to the
we
next
do.
generation? Like bowling alleys.
If you were to come to one of our skating rinks now, you'd be surprised by how many songs are not just modern songs, but there are a lot of throwback songs that you're not necessarily going to hear on the radio anymore.
Okay, all right. That's an endorsement that I would definitely follow. I don't want to get political, and I don't want to put you on the spot, but here we go.
I have skates on. I can leave quick.
He's going to skate away from this question. Typical politician. All right, roller skates versus rollerblades, 1995. Go. Yeah, big debate. What happened to rollerblades?
Rollerblades? Well, so rollerblades are a fantastic way to go from point A to point B fast, but it's really difficult to do that with any grace and style. Now, the traditional quad skates like these, if you're a member of the Quad Squad, this is what the cool kids are wearing.
The Quad Squad?
The Quad Squad, yeah.
What is that?
That's something, you'll see t-shirts, they're coming.
Okay. Will I? Okay, all right.
So, they are quite different. The experience is quite different. You'll notice that the artistic skaters, they typically skate on these because they're more maneuverable, and a lot of the adult jam skaters that are still in existence today out there thriving and jamming,
For example?
they're skating on quads.
All right, very good. Hey, let me ask you this. Again, another potential controversial topic. Women's roller derby. That's a thing. It kind of had its moment in 2005. Men's roller derby never took off. Why? Is it for the obvious reasons? Is it just all about kind of checking out booty? What's going on there?
Yes.
There you go.
No.
Finished.
Realistically, though, I think that there have been some great marketing efforts on the part of Hollywood to create an awareness of
awareness.
Female. That's a gentle way of saying it.
Hey,
an awareness.
Vincent, you have great, sort of Morrissey hair. Is that from, skating everywhere? How does that happen?
Yes.
Okay.
No, if you have a choice, make it.
Why not just do that? Vincent Quaranto, everybody. Thank you very much, sir. Fantastic job.